These rumors circulating online that OnlyFans was going to ban porn on their platform, but I don't think many people took that seriously or believed them. They were treated like flat earthers with this wild conspiracy because it's such a dumb, wild idea that it just seems impossible. OnlyFans banning pornography would be like skydiving schools banning parachutes. It just immediately kills the entire business and kills people. People are literally going to be dying from overload of nut buildup in their sack because OnlyFans actually did it. They banned porn. Now, the rumors weren't 100% accurate, but they were pretty close. Today, OnlyFans came out and said that after October 1st, sexually explicit content will no longer be welcomed on their site. October 1st is right around the corner, so doomsday is approaching. The apocalypse is on its way. Perhaps this is what the Mayan calendar was trying to predict but got it wrong with 2012. Maybe this is what they meant. Armageddon is coming. Now, OnlyFans continued to elaborate a bit further, saying creators will continue to be allowed to post content containing nudity as long as it's consistent with our acceptable use policy. This is where I got a little confused. So they're confirming you can still have your titties out and maybe even goat-seeing yourself in short videos, but you can no longer cross the threshold into sexually explicit content. But how do you distinguish what's what? What is an artful ass spread versus a pornographic asshole spread? Is it going to be like Key and Peele where they look for 3 pumps? If you pump 3 times, that's a fucking penalty and you're off OnlyFans? Or is it only if it's like multiple people and actually engaging in sexual activity? I couldn't really find anything that detailed what's going to separate those. So right now there's still a bit of confusion in the community, but this is a developing story. It is actually just 10 minutes old as of making this. So I imagine these questions will be answered at some point within the next week or so. But for now, I'm just left with my dick in my hand wondering what's next. The more I think about it, the more confused I get. Like the deeper into the weeds I go, the more lost I become. So does it only mean like if multiple people are in an OnlyFans post, like if they're actually having sex, that's bannable. But if you're alone taking nude photos and videos, that's okay? Even if you're putting like a dildo in and out of your pussy and butthole and mouth? Is that not sexually explicit because you're alone doing that? And if so, does that mean anytime there's multiple people in an OnlyFans post and they're naked, it is automatically bannable? Because there's a video where someone puts a golf ball into a girl's open gaping butthole. Is that bannable, or is that like more of like an artful athletic thing by OnlyFans definitions? Now, I don't know. It's just hard for me to really understand because they haven't clearly defined what is and is not going to be allowed. Now, one thing I've seen a few people and quite a few outlets mention is that OnlyFans isn't only about porn. And in fact, recently it's been focused on fitness, sports, gaming, music, and cooking. And I have to say, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Man.
If you think OnlyFans is a platform that's mainly about shit like cooking, you need to be admitted to Arkham Asylum ASAP because you are clinically insane.
Man. Eu nunca ouvi falar de nada no OnlyFans em que não fosse pornografia, nada. É só
fans is, if someone says I'm subscribed to Gordon Ramsay's OnlyFans, I'm not expecting to go on there and find recipes. I'm going on there hoping to see Gordon's wiener. Like, no one hears OnlyFans and is like, oh, in fact, my favorite athlete's on there. He was teaching me how to hit a baseball better. I need to go check in on Jose Canseco's OnlyFans so he can show me where Bigfoot's hiding. I understand there's other content on there that's not adult-oriented, but that is not the bulk of it. OnlyFans is mainly a platform that people recognize for its adult content.
Eu sinto que, tipo, o OnlyFans tentou ser Patreon, estão a ver? Que permitiu, logo desde o início, cenas sexualmente explícitas. Então todas essas gajas aproveitaram para ir para lá. E agora eles estão a tentar livrar-se disso, só que já é too late, man. Aquilo é site porno.
So all of these people that are delusionally stating absolute nonsense like OnlyFans isn't going to be hurt by this. In fact, it's only going to help them because adult content isn't the bulk of the platform. You're wrong. You're just absolutely wrong. OnlyFans is synonymous with pornography and sexually explicit content. It has been for a long time now.
Exatamente.
I have absolutely no problem with OnlyFans, as I've said multiple times. I think it's actually a really healthy platform because it gives people their own power to create the content on their own and make money off it instead of having to rely on some kind of shady adult company that takes advantage of them or does some really fucking awful, sketchy things behind the scenes. They don't have to engage with that kind of company. They can take that power for themselves and do it through OnlyFans. At least they could until now. So obviously a lot of sex workers are now pretty upset about this because now it's back to going to these awful fucking companies as opposed to doing it themselves in a healthy, safe way on OnlyFans because that's been taken from them. Now, apparently, this decision came from pressure from banks on OnlyFans. I also understand OnlyFans was having a hard time getting like investors interested in the platform because it has porn on it. But I still don't like. They don't need investors. They made what, like fucking $5 billion last year. I already forgot the number, but they're making astronomical loads of money. Like it's, I don't under. I personally don't really get the decision to
Claro.
fold to this kind of pressure. But I also don't own OnlyFans. I just have a page on there with 0 followers and a couple of foot videos I made undercover.
Oh,
So
man.
I don't really have a huge horse in this race. But it is still baffling to me that a platform would do something so counterintuitive to its own success. It's like when Tumblr killed itself with its porn ban. OnlyFans saw the shit-covered path Tumblr went down and decided not only to go down the same path, but to fucking belly slide like a penguin down it with their mouth open, just eating all this shit, and do exactly what Tumblr did by banning the main thing people go to the platform.
Eu acho que eles vão voltar atrás com esta
Nobody
ideia.
really uses Tumblr anymore, and I imagine OnlyFans is going to take a big hit. I don't think this is going to kill OnlyFans immediately, but it's going to really start to bleed it out. There's a lot of room for competition now.
Isto vai literalmente matar o OnlyFans completamente logo desde coisa.
Since this ban has come into place. And since they haven't fully pulled the trigger on getting rid of everything adult-oriented, they still allow nude photos and I guess nude videos as long as it's not pornographic or sexually explicit. I'm not really sure. Then I'm assuming they will still have some of their audience, but it's going to absolutely drive a lot of creators off the platform. There's no doubt about that. I do wonder how long they'll allow nudity on the platform for, since they seem to be going Weenie Hut Jr. route here and making it about cooking, sports, and fitness for some reason. I can't imagine that nudity will be welcomed on there too much longer, since they've already taken this huge first drastic step. So we'll just have to wait and see. Maybe OnlyFans really will pivot from a porn platform to a place to get just some wonderful Thanksgiving recipes. I'll have to maybe recommend some OnlyFans creators to my mom. Like, you know, who knows? Maybe that's what's right around the corner for the future of OnlyFans. But anyway, that's about it. See ya.
Oh man, por favor. Just like that, a place of modern internet history has faded away. OnlyFans HQ. How do you guys remember Tumblr? No, perfect. Let's do the same exact thing they did shortly before their site died. Mano, eu acho que mais vale, tipo... Eu acho que eles sinceramente devem ter feito tanto guita à pala desta merda que agora se querem ver livros do site. Eu acho que é a possibilidade. E esta é a melhor forma de se verem livros do site, mano. Muito sinceramente. Como é que é, Criv? Estás bem, mano? Por um lado faz sentido porque o OnlyFans não foi criado com esse intuito, mas é a melhor forma. Mano, eles permitiram isso. Eu não sei se foi criado ou não com esse intuito, vou-te ser sincero. Eles permitiram isso desde sempre. Portanto, não vejo como é que pode não ter sido criado com esse intuito. Não vale a pena, mano. Isso é o que é.